It started in the heavens. Angels sent to watch over humanity. They were supposed to protect, to guide, to observe. But some fell. Shemihaza, their leader, saw the women of earth. He desired them, and he was not alone. They made a choice, a collective choice, to descend to earth, to take wives, to share knowledge meant only for the divine. And tonight, you gon' learn. In the ancient apocryphal text known as the Book of Enoch, a group of angels called the Watchers, also known as the Grigori, were assigned to observe humanity. They were not meant to interfere, not meant to rule, not meant to desire. But desire entered. Shemihaza feared that if he acted alone, he would bear the full punishment. So he made the others swear an oath, a binding agreement, a covenant of rebellion. None could back out, none could claim innocence later. If they fell, they would fall together. And they did. From their unions with human women came the Nephilim, giants, massive, violent, overwhelming. They devoured resources. They spread bloodshed. They corrupted the earth with power unchecked. But one watcher stood out, Azazel. He did more than descend. He taught. He showed humans how to mine metal from the earth. How to forge swords, knives, shields, breastplates. War was no longer primitive. He taught them bracelets and ornaments, jewelry and adornments. He taught women the use of antimony, eye paint, dyes, and beautifying techniques. Vanity, seduction, weaponry, knowledge without wisdom, and the earth groaned under it. This part of the story isn't found in the traditional biblical canon. I had to dig deeper for this one, into ancient tablets, because without deeper research, some stories stay hidden. And without connection, some stories stay buried. As corruption spread, heaven responded. God sent the archangels. Raphael bound Azazel and cast him into the desert of Dudael, a desolate wilderness where he remains in prison until judgment. Gabriel turned the Nephilim against one another. Giants fell by giants' hands. Michael imprisoned Shemihaza and the other watchers, sealing them in darkness. Uriel warned Noah the flood was coming. But before judgment fully fell, the watchers panicked. They begged. Not directly, they could not. They had broken divine order, they had overstepped their authority, so they turned to Enoch, a human, righteous, favored, trusted. They asked him to plead on their behalf. Think of it like this. God is the landlord. The watchers were the caretakers. They broke the rules. Enoch was the tenant, the one in good standing. Instead of the caretaker approaching the landlord like he should, he sends the tenant to beg for him. It was upside down. Enoch did intercede, but the answer was no. Judgment stood, the flood cleansed the earth, the physical giants died. But according to the text, their spirits remained, wandering, restless, afflicting humanity. And then there's the names: Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. The L means of God. Even Azazel carried it. Even the fallen once belonged to the divine order. Hallel, the morning star, later associated with Lucifer, the light bringer. Samael, a name tied to severity and judgment. And then centuries later, something interesting. Kal-El, Superman. Even comic writers understood the power of El. The story of the Watchers reminds us of something deeper. Knowledge is power. But power without restraint corrupts. Authority without obedience destroys.